just a little bit of that garden variety swamp grass.
Is this dinner as good as breakfast?
Hello everybody, Princess Bear here today. We're at Disney's Grand Floridian Resort because I want to go hang out in the birdcage.
It's time for the Grand Floridian Cafe for dinner.
Yes, we haven't been back in quite a while, and as your #1 choice of foodie infotainment, there is food that needs to be investigated. So remember, she's vegan. I'm not. I'm really going to go live in that cage now.
It's time for Foodie Chill.
French rolls that are vegan with vegan and vegetarian butter served on the side.
When we came for breakfast, we got Erin McKenna's biscuit. Now here we have our beautiful favorite little French rolls that you can find at multiple locations, usually buffets. Hollywood Brown Derby has it too. It is vegan, which I love. No allergy rolls here. And we have Earth Balance butter, which is amazing. I'm so excited to eat this. Cheers. I love the bread. It's always amazing. It gives good bread. It is bread that I would brag about and eat multiple amounts of it. I would give it a 4.5 out of 5 breads.
A nice vegan as is roll, delicious, hot, made fresh in-house. Now they're not gluten-free, but I'm glad that at least one place seems dedicated to making a plant-based roll that isn't the allergy-free roll. Those things are rough. This feels like bread. I actually prefer these rolls. You know, the normal rolls are, the normal bread here is biscuits. These are like that fresh, like little, basically like a mini baguette. And like, you know, made fresh in-house. I would give these 4 out of 5 claws. As the princess would say, it gives good bread.
The Pineapple-Jalapeño Margarita, vegan, gluten-free, and non-alcoholic.
This is a non-alcoholic, or I shouldn't say that, this is a zero-proof drink. It is a jalapeno marg. They do have a regular version of this. I've had both before. I just wanted to try this one again. This one is a little bit more of a kick to it than the one with alcohol. Yeah, I love this one. It's got a nice pow. It's like sweet at the beginning, and then a pow of jalapeno at the end. I'm not a big pineapple person, but I love this drink, even as a non-alcoholic drink. I will give it a 4.5 out of 5 beverages. Cheers.
This pineapple jalapeno mocktail margarita zero proof cocktail is proof of just how far mocktails and zero proof cocktails has come. This is using a zero proof spirit. It just proves that Grand Floridian is still the king of the zero proof spirits here at Walt Disney World. If you haven't seen it already, we have a mocktail crawl that includes some of the drinks you can get here that use that zero proof spirit. That's pretty. Like, that just looks like a cocktail to me. Woo! Got kick, a little spice. A little tahini on the rim, as it should be. To me, it just tastes like a margarita, and that's really kind of the point. All the joy of having a cocktail without the alcohol. Whatever your reason, they are all valid. It's a tasty, tasty margarita. 4 out of 5 claws.
Pink London Spritzer, vegan, gluten-free, and non-alcoholic.
This is the Pink London Spritz. I'm going to do the China thing. I'm going to stir it. Also a zero proof drink. I'm pretty sure I've had this one before too. I have had this one, and I like this one more than Bear, and I remember him not liking this one and us trading drinks. I can't remember what video that was in. It wasn't here though. But I like this one. I'm definitely probably going to be taking this one and Bear getting the other one. I give this a 5 out of 5. It's a princess item.
The return of the Pink London Spritz. It's got Griffin fruit soda in it and a zero proof cocktail. I don't love Griffin fruit, but I love a good spritz done right. I think my favorite non-alcoholic spritz is actually upstairs at this very hotel at Citrus-poached Lounge. But for now, I will settle with getting spritzed in the face with the juice of a grapefruit. Hopefully, I don't wince too much. It's like cough medicine with club soda. Princess knows me well. 2 out of 5 claws.
The plant-based crab cakes, vegan and gluten-free.
This was my favorite dish the last time that I came here, and I thought that it rivaled Sebastian's Bistro. This is a plant-based crab cake. My complaint with it last time was that it was really small, and now it's grown in size, so I'm really happy about that. If I can actually grab it. Cheers. I love the sweetness of it. I love the tang of it. I love the flavor of it. It is so good. I really don't like vegan fish items that taste fishy, and this is one that is not, so I really like it. I would give it a 4.5 out of 5 crab cakes. It is much improved.
The crabless crab cake, the plant-based crab cake, in this circle of like a bullseye, you land the crab cakes in the middle. It looks like a prize. Let's go ahead and get off a piece here. Dig right in. Plant-based crab cake here is everything that makes crab cakes great without the crab. So we're looking for like a 1-to-1 crab cake. Obviously, this is not it. It's not trying to imitate. It's not trying to imitate fish. It's just trying to be like a crab cake style, which works out well for it. Because again, not all things that try to be vegan fish are vegan fish. Some of them can taste rather weird. I love the consistency. It's held together well. It's got a nice like citrusy flavor. I think it fits well with a restaurant with Floridian in the name. I would give it 4.25 out of 5 plus.
Shrimp cocktail, pescatarian and gluten-free.
Here we have the shrimp cocktail, served Floridian style to these Florida pink shrimp on top of a papaya salad with some house-made cocktail sauce. As usual, served tail on. I will forgive, okay? I will forgive shrimp cocktail for serving tail on. It's one of the one I will accept because usually that makes good for dipping. So I can just dip the shrimp in the cocktail sauce with the tail in my finger and then bite. That is the only acceptable use of a tail of shrimp on my food. Otherwise, they're just making me play with my food, which I don't like. Let's go ahead and try some of this papaya salad as well. It's here. It looks like garden variety swamp grass, the Florida persuasion. Where there's your papaya, a little bit of cheese in here. Nope, leave the shrimp. I need that. Surprisingly enough, it's actually dressed. Very tart, heavy in the lemon. To me, it's just a bed of like garnish, but it is edible or you can't eat it. There's actual papaya and cheese in there. I like the shrimp. I don't so much love the base. But as it is, I'm giving it a 3.25 out of 5 plus.
Miso-glazed tofu, a by request item that is vegan and gluten-free.
I got the miso tofu. It's been a while since I've had this miso tofu. Last time we came here, I got the curry. I did not like it. They also have an Impossible Burger that you can get that's off menu. I believe they have a gluten-free bun for that as well. This tofu dish comes with your choice of green beans or asparagus. I chose asparagus because I always get the green beans and it's just so much. It's kind of look at the draw how much veggies you get, but it seems like they're more about the veggies than the tofu because this is like the tiniest. This is like, look at that. That's like half a tofu. Could it kill you to give me the whole block? And then I got a square of fragrant rice, which is nice. So I'm gonna eat everything together because there's only 3 ingredients on the plate. So I assume they need to be had together. Cheers. The Miso-glazed is very different from what I remember the last time. The last time I usually have like strips, usually got like 3 or 4 strips and then they were like coated evenly with the glaze. This is just crisped tofu with the glaze on top. And the glaze is very peanut butter forward. It's kind of making me think that this belongs at the Polynesian and not at the Grand Floridian. It's a decent tofu dish. I don't really think there's any entree here that really just wows me. I just like the crab cake. I would say just come for appetizers. But for this, I'll give it a 3 out of 5 tofu.
Tofu is back. Miso-glazed. I have to say, in the halls of places that cook tofu all across the Walt Disney World Resort, this is not the prettiest looking tofu that I've ever seen. It's seared lightly on both sides, I would say. Non-marinated, just the glaze. That's I guess if you're going for a very light, even for tofu style flavor, maybe. But we're gonna load up with the rice. We're gonna spear us an asparagus spear, and we're gonna make the best of the situation. That glaze leaves something to be desired. I'm getting like, I can't tell if it's peanut butter or very sesame forward. Like they seared the tofu in like sesame oil and there's a little bit of glaze. But it's giving nothing. It's like pushing into a flavorless marshmallow. And sort of like, let's sprinkle some sauce on top. The rice is fine. Asparagus is well cooked. You could probably use a little bit of pepper. I'm sure you get asked for that if you need to. But if you're doing like the bare minimum low calorie diet, I suppose you can order this. Just money to like yourself for it. And I like to like myself when I eat food, especially when I spend Disney money on it. I'd give this 2.5 out of 5 claws, and that's being a tad bit generous.
Buttermilk-fried chicken.
Here we have the buttermilk-fried chicken. This is one of the dishes they're known for here at Grand Floridian Cafe. This is a hand-breaded fried chicken doused in sauce on top of what's supposed to be loaded mashed potatoes. I'm not really sure what it's loaded with other than spinach, but it's definitely loaded with something. Loaded with hope, I suppose. Go ahead and dig right in. Let's take a bit of the chicken by itself first, and then we'll try it with the fixings. Okay, got a good crust to it. It's a bit soggy with the sauce on top, but it's still got a nice crunch to it all the way through. Chicken's cooked well, not dried out or seasoned, which is usually my first fear of any restaurant fried chicken is if this thing comes up dry. I'm gonna throw some shade. Let's try it with the fixings. Put off another piece of chicken here. We're gonna get these very unloaded mashed potatoes. Loaded with spinach, I suppose. There's a lot of spinach in here for mashed potatoes. I'm gonna give it a full bite. I feel like, even though this is a decent dish, don't get me wrong, I feel like the sauce heavy on the chicken is trying to cover up for what would not be as flavorful a piece of buttermilk chicken if the sauce is not included. The loaded mashed potatoes are really only loaded with butter and spinach, so you need to just take that loaded right out of your name. So that feels like a misdirection of sorts. It's an okay chicken dish. Is it a signature chicken dish? I would give that title to Olivia Cafe. At the very least, they stand on business with their chicken. This one probably wouldn't be fit for a Popeyes menu, but it's still better than average. So I'm gonna give them 3 out of 5 claws.
I ate the small amount of tofu and rice that I had, and I'm left with this copious amount of asparagus. So I decided I wanted to zhuzh it up. I'm gonna put some earth down. I'm just gonna go all on the earth balance. Let's make it all nice and glossy, gross. And then I have pocket parm. I'm just gonna cover it with the pocket parm. Yeah. Now we have some real asparagus. Toss it. Toss my own salad. Toss my own asparagus. Why not? All right. Cheers. That did nothing for it. There's no saving this.
It was definitely a cafe.
Bear and I were discussing this because when we came for breakfast, we discussed it at length at how much better breakfast at the Grand Floridian Cafe was than Olivia's.
Yes.
And then as we were sitting here having dinner, which is totally completely different experience, even so though you're in the same restaurant, we think Olivia's is better for dinner than Grand Floridian Cafe.
And that's saying a lot, because there have been times I haven't always had nice things to say about Olivia's dinner either.
Same.
So, but you know what? It was a dinner. The food was okay. I still think, as far as table service, it is on the bottom rung of the ones you can get here at Disney's Grand Floridian Resort, but somebody's got to come in last.
I have to say, this is probably the only restaurant where I can consistently guess that the bread service, the starter, is gonna come after you order your appetizers, because I don't know
quick here.
At Grand Floridian Cafe, they really rush you through your meal. Like every time that we've come for dinner. Last time we came for dinner, it was our server assured us that she would not drop all of our food at the same time and put it all in at the same time. And that's exactly what happened. And this server was also trying to rush us to do that. So like, I was just straight up with her. I said, we're gonna wait until we get our appetizers, enjoy those, and then we'll order. And she was totally cool. She like sat back and kind of went at our pace after that and like chilled. So I think as long as you set that expectation with the server, if they're trying to rush you without being rude, you have to be nice, then, you know, they'll be more willing to accommodate whatever dining speed you want to do. Most people that are dining, they want to eat like fast and get to their next park thing, but we like to enjoy our time.
Yeah,
at the table.
Some people just have happily ever after to get to, apparently. Yes, that was shade. I got to throw some shade in this video somewhere.
Did you hear somebody say that, or
no? That's just me throwing general shade at happily ever after. But I want to know what your experience has been like at Grand Floridian Cafe or any other of the cafes at Walt Disney World. Let us know in the comments below. Now, if there's anything else you'd like to see us do, that place down there with all the other people commenting and the ones that are subscribed is the place to find us. Hit that notification bell if you want to see other videos like this. And
we have new videos 5 days a week: Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday, Saturday.
We'll see you soon.
Be sure to subscribe and like this video. And if you don't comment, Bear might get a whole weekend at the Grand Floridian and stay here and only eat here. And then he'll yeet himself into the lagoon, and then I'll be in there by myself.
Please comment. Which I heard the girl.